thank you as a House, particularly the Honorable Murugara and Honorable Wandeto, for having found it within their powers and necessary to bring the statement and the motion which I didn't approve, but which I informed the House and allowed Honorable Wandeto to have the first bite. Honorable members, as your Speaker, I shall always be your first and last line of defense to your integrity and to the dignity of this House. I want to encourage us, in the words of the Honorable Minority Leader, as leaders, we cannot insulate ourselves from criticism, both fair and unfair, because that's the cost of leadership. When you are in leadership, you fall under the category of what one writer says, that when you meet people, 30% will like you without even hearing anything from you or knowing who you are. 30% will hate you without knowing who you are or hearing anything from you. It is now up to you to convince the remaining 40% to like you or to hate you. That is the paradox of life. And I want to encourage us, as a House of leadership, to be above irritations, to be above any temptations to have a short fuse on issues, because you are leaders. And when you are a leader, you cannot sit there and expect to hear only things that please you. You also hear things that don't please you. And sometimes when we hear things that don't please us, they raise us to a higher calling to ensure that things are done differently. I also advise that when something is said against you, if it is not true, you ignore it. If it is true, you do something about it. Then we move on. There was a very high state of anxiety and anger. Many members called your Speaker, expressing displeasure, expressing anger, and wondering what direction we are headed. But that we have had an opportunity to speak. And to those who haven't spoken, I'm sorry, the time was not enough. We can't all speak on the same subject. And to members like the Honorable Salasia, when we have a motion like this, the Speaker gives priority to members who are regularly here. If you are not regularly in the House, you are unlikely to get the favor of the Speaker to speak simply because this is topical. There are members who sit here for hours waiting to speak. Sometimes they don't even get the opportunity to speak. Those are my priority. If Dr. Nyikala was in the country, I know he's out in Japan. He's like the new Martin Shikuku. The Speaker always found Martin Shikuku in the House and left him in the House. And for the entire afternoon, you'll never see Martin Shikuku even responding to a call of nature. He'll just be sitting there doing the business. So I encourage you, young Salasia, spend more time here. You'll catch the Speaker's eye when matters. But if you choose to prosecute parliamentary business on TikTok, then the House will deal with matters differently. I want to say this, honorable members, as we come to a conclusion of this. I think Jeanette said it very well. Everybody has their say, you have your way under the Constitution. You hold the power of the past, you legislate. Even the next motion is going to deal with your authority over an executive order that is not in compliance with the law. That is the power you have. And that's the power the Constitution has given you. So I want to urge all of us here that our integrity must be beyond reproach. We must be like Caesar's wife, whom nobody could suspect. And I want to say, honorable members, that given what has been said, what you know, and what goes on, this House has sufficient mechanisms under the Constitution and under the law, whether it's conflict of interest law, whether it's leadership and integrity law, whether it is powers and privileges law, or anti-money laundering, all those to handle issues that come before us. And I want to assure you that I have received some letters about members that I would have presented to the agencies on different things. Sometimes I call you, I talk to you, and you correct your ways. Let's also uphold our integrity. I have given you an opportunity this afternoon. Waswahili wanasema muue mkala, lakini haki yake mpe. And by giving you haki yenu, you have exercised your right of reply in the matter. So I want to encourage us that let's now lower the anger, be the leaders that we are, and transact the business of the House in the manner we always do. I know that some members who are not happy, and rightly so, because if you are not within the bracket of those who are bent, and you say everybody's bent, then you create serious issues. You know, in my community, we say there's no little stream that does not have a snake. Every stream has its snake. And like Parliament, we probably also have our snake. Yes, we will probably also have our snake. So the leaders, Ichungo and your group, Juneta and your group, have regular get-together. Luckily, this matter comes at a time when we are retreating with the entire leadership of the House to Mombasa tomorrow. And among other things, we'll also have a colloquium with the judiciary to discuss about our relationship so that we can also face each other and ask each other hard questions. If you have time, watch a movie called The Star Chamber. The Star Chamber, where beyond formal decisions, there are decisions on issues, so that you can be able to also look at each other in the eye and tell each other the stark truth, that you know what I know, and you know I know what you know, and going forward, let's not act in a manner that says, don't say, don't ask. Thank you, honorable members. We'll now go to the next business, but the decorum you have displayed reaffirms what everybody expects, that this is a house of reason, this is a house of sobriety, this is a house of maturity, and this is the nerve center of the Republic of Kenya. You are the representatives of the people of Kenya. They have donated this power under the Constitution to you, to levy taxes, to appropriate those taxes, and to audit those taxes through oversight. It can't be any better than that. Let's live to that billing. Thank you, honorable members. As your speaker, you've seen today in one of the papers that is rapidly degenerating from a respected paper to not just a tabloid, but a gutter. Putting the two speakers on the front page and you read the story, there is no relationship whatsoever. But as leaders, we're used to this. They will do this, they will give up. What is important is focus on what you are doing. Winston Churchill said, you'll never finish your journey if you stop to throw stones at barking dogs. Focus on your journey, and you'll do things right. Thank you. We're still on statements, and there are many. I wish those who are asking statements allowed us to go to order number 12. But I seek your consensus. Members, majority leader and minority leader approach the speaker.